Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the channel. You've got Jimmy Trades here, having a look at the pre-market before New York opened this morning. Hope your morning is getting off to a good start. We are unfortunately preparing for a cyclone to hit us directly in the next couple of days where I live. So we are a little bit, it's not something that happens very often here in my neck of the woods. I think the last time a cyclone crossed where I live was about 50 years ago. So there's a little bit of panic in the air around the place, a bit of panic buying and doomsday prepping, so to speak. So it's going to be interesting to see how the week progresses and how this cyclone, as it bears down on us, what it's going to bring with it. So it's looking to hit landfall around Thursday at some point. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of prep work to make sure we're all safe and good here before that storm hits. So other than that, let's get on with the analysis today. Let's jump over to the calendar. We'll start there. And what do we have? 9 p.m. news. President Trump speaking at 9 p.m. So that's really not going to affect either the AM or PM trading session at this stage. I don't know if the markets might consolidate a little bit prior to this moment where Trump speaks. It's that little bit of unpredictability that comes with the Trump presidency, unfortunately. So we'll have to see what happens. So yeah, 9 p.m. seems like a random time. But I guess he can speak whenever he wants to. All right, let's jump over to the charts. Remembering too, guys, we've got non-farm payroll this week. A great opportunity to one-shot, one-kill your evals. Today is the last day, unless Apex extends, to get 80% off all evals. So 80% off all evals using code Jimmy. And grab those evals ready to one-shot, one-kill as we come into Friday's session. You can also one-shot, one-kill with Tradeify. And I don't know if you guys have checked out Tradeify's platform yet, but do yourself a favor and go and have a look at it. It's leaps and bounds ahead of Apex's platform, I'll be honest. And whilst I like Apex to trade with, they are behind when it comes to the website and features. So Tradeify trumps everyone at the moment, in my opinion, when it comes to that. The journaling, the platform, the layout itself. So go and check it out, guys. Do yourself a favor. 30% off all month for all the Tradeify evals and straight to sim funded, as well as 35% off for 50k evals. So go and check it out. Definitely worth having a look at. Alrighty, let's start by looking at NQ. So we've had pretty much a very strong downtrend. We can see that yesterday, as we predicted, price came up into this bearish FEG, and whilst we had a bullish bias heading into that level, our idea was that price would use this and move lower, and that's exactly what's happened. So price moved up into the bearish FEG and then moved lower here. Now if we move to the left, we can see we have these relative equal lows. Price didn't sweep those. We have the low resistance liquidity here as well. All of this for me is certainly an area of interest. I'll mark that out there. we've had small consolidation. So after a large expansion, we can anticipate consolidation or retracement. At the moment, we are getting that consolidation, and I feel that the consolidation may end up seeing a further push to the downside. We can see that we're respecting the lower quadrant of the previous day's candle at the moment, and for me that signifies a potential move lower. I'm going to run with a bearish bias for NQ. Let's drop down to even the 15-minute just to give you an idea of the consolidation we've seen through Asia and London. I mean, just check it out. That's just pure barcode right through there. So what can we anticipate if we are going to move lower during New York? A spike up, some manipulation, and then continue to distribute lower. So accumulation, manipulation, distribution, that's what I'm looking at the moment. And if we go out to the push back out to the hourly, you can see that we're just respecting this bearish FEG. Price is continuing to respect that bearish FEG here as well. Will we see a spike up into this FEG and then distribute lower? So I certainly like the idea to run short today. We see that we've had a change in the state of delivery through here, respected, displaced through, okay. Let's move on to ES now on the daily, and it's probably going to be a similar story here. I would suggest to that of NQ. Again, failed to reach this low. In fact, we have all these equal lows here, or relative equal lows. This is a great draw on liquidity. Looking currently respecting this lower quadrant of the previous day's candle. So bearish for ES as well. Let's have a look at the hourly. And a nice change in the state of delivery with a FEG. So we had displacement here as well. High resistance liquidity. Okay. And then we're looking at this distribution. We've consolidated. Again, respecting this bearish FEG. So again, looking for this previous day low. That would be the low hanging fruit in my opinion. Let's see if price reaches for the low hanging fruit, and then we'll see how price reacts at that level. Moving over to oil on the daily. Actually, let's move out to the 5 minute just quickly. We'll move down to the 5 minute. Let's have a look at this trade that we unfortunately we didn't catch yesterday because it did front run us. This was a great little trade, high time frame point of interest, nice sweep. Now, I know some people would look at this and go, oh, you know, that's not the correct breaker. For me, this is how I look at it. This leg here is all one leg, okay? This breaker, very clear to me, it stands out because I know some people looked at this breaker here, or this candle as a breaker. This is how I looked at it. Low, high, low, higher high, lower low. This is the leg that swept liquidity. This is the breaker. Now you would have had to have front run your trade to get a position here. All right, but played out perfectly. And what do you notice about price? And this is something I want you guys to take a mental note of. All right. This happens on all assets. Stairs going up. Oops. My mouse seems to be playing up a little bit. So stairs going up. Elevator down. You can see that we keep stepping up here and then a rapid descent. So you can look at that when you're looking to take a position and factor that into your trade. Keep that in mind, guys. Okay, let's move out to the daily. All right. So this will be our nearest draw. This swing low. You can see price respected the lower quadrant of the previous day candles range. We swept a high. So we swept a swing high here and then moved lower. So open, high, low, close. Now we've opened and we've just moved straight lower. At some point, this will be a draw on liquidity. This is usually indicates a strong draw when there is no wick to the high side or vice versa, if there's no wick to the low side. This is the area of interest for me. We'd be looking for price to reach this low and then assess from there where price wants to move. So bearish bias for oil as well. Let's drop down to the hourly. And zoom in a little bit there. Changing the state of delivery. We have this failure swing and quite decisive in its move there as well. You could run your standard deviations off of here. And you can see at the moment, price has reached into the -2 to 2.5. At this point, we can anticipate consolidation or retracement. And then what we want to look for is we want to look for a close through. A close through the -2.5, and then we can project to the -4. Now, how does that align with our daily draw? So we're here. So a close through the -2.5 or a move to the -2.5, we'll see our initial draw reached. And we could even see a projection down to here. So I like the bearish idea for oil. All right, let's have a look at YM. Here on the daily, we haven't looked at YM for a while, so this idea here clearly failed. Currently respecting this bearish FVG. And we see that yesterday the candle swept both sides of the range into a bullish FVG here as well. So we're stuck between PD arrays. For me, I want to be patient here. I want to see a clear signal of a direction that we're going in. With a sweep of the range on both sides, that to me is not clear, especially when we're coming out of opposing PD arrays. So I'm going to want to see how today performs, to be honest, before making a determination on direction. We're still in the bottom half of the previous day's range as well. So with a small wick to the high side, that could indicate we continue to distribute lower. Right. So we'll keep an eye on that, but we'll stay neutral for now. Let's have a look at 6E. So we've got an inversion here. Clean inversion, balanced price range, all mixed into one. Low hanging fruit. Again, respecting the top quadrant of the previous day's range. I'd be looking for the high to be taken here, even looking to see this high taken. Let's have a bullish bias for Euro futures. Let's jump over to gold. Gold moving off that swing low. We had the bullish move yesterday that we predicted. We've now inverted this FEG here as well, so that's now invalidated. Let's go for new all-time highs, I reckon. So bullish for gold. Dixie. Sweep of the high. Respecting the bearish FEG. We get an inversion as well. And you can see the inverse correlation here between Euro and Dixie. Euro, we're looking at price to move higher. Dixie, we're looking at price to move lower. Low hanging fruit. Next draw. That's where we're looking for price to head to. We're going to close through this down close candle here. And I'll be looking at this as a continuation unicorn. All right. And then we can see where price wants to go from there. So bearish for Dixie. GU, I already marked this out. Someone asked a question in Trade Foundry. So I've already marked this one out. I'm looking at price to move higher, this being the draw on liquidity. Price is respecting the top quadrant of the previous day's range. We've got a bullish change in the state of delivery with displacement at the moment. Sweep here, and then we could see a potential continuation unicorn here as well. Jumping over to crypto. Wow, talk about a false move. Had this pump straight into this bearish FEG and just move. I mean, look at that balanced range. This is balanced here. Straight up and then straight back down. Looking for 50% of this wick to hold or support price is all we've got here. Otherwise, we are going to continue to move lower. And probably end up down here somewhere. Sadly. Because all of these alts as well are looking terrible right now. Thanks guys for tuning in. We'll wrap it up there. Remember, it is the last opportunity today to grab those Apex evals for 80% off. Go and experience Tradeify. You won't be disappointed. 30% off over there for the month of March. And be sure to join us in Trade Foundry, link in the description. Links to both Apex and Tradeify in the description as well. Jimmy code for Apex, Jimmy Trades code for Tradeify. Take care, guys. We will catch you tomorrow. Bye for now.